It has come to our attention that in the early years of the 21st century, man was being watched by intelligence greater than theirs, and yet as mortal as their own. Through the chaos, we determine the Fanatics and
That's right,
fan.
folks. You are listening to Fanatics and the Fan. My name is Hawk. Man, it is going to be an amazing show. I've got so many surprises for you guys. Of course, we're going to be talking about our upcoming fall TV season, along with a bunch of other stuff. And of course, joining us this weekend, or joining us today. What's up, Brandon?
Hey, how you doing?
You survived.
Oh yeah,
You've had a couple of interesting weekends, sir.
I have. It's been great being on the road, doing all sorts of fun stuff, seeing all sorts of fun people.
So I went to you first because you have my favorite announcement.
Oh, I do.
My favorite announcement. But before we get to that, we're 2 weeks removed from LibraryCon, one of my favorite events, and our special guest, American Wasteland Entertainment, was also there with us, and I got my first announcement after you guys had a great time there, yes?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I love LibraryCon.
It was so successful. They have already come up with a decision for next year to just take over the entire library.
That's awesome.
Wow, that is awesome.
The numbers from them walking in the door were so... Brandon, you and I have been to major conventions and major convention centers that didn't have the numbers that the library had for their one-day library con.
There was more people at LibraryCon this last weekend than 2 weeks ago than there was at Geekonomicon. So,
and you survived it.
Oh yeah.
So, and let me introduce my guest by introducing the other big thing that happened. Before I go to Brandon's announcement, we are a few days removed from a very special, to me, one of the most important anniversaries in science fiction history. I truly believe if it were not for Star Trek, we would be still reading everything. There would not be all of this geek stuff we have on television. One of the most important television shows of all time, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So, I just real quick, because I watched the 50th anniversary special like 4 times. So, one quick question. What's your favorite Star Trek?
Star Trek? Like scenes? Like
episode, scene? I don't care. Favorite anything. Real quick.
Well, on the 50th anniversary, I just started watching the original series over again, and I love... one of them I watched was Plato's Stepchildren. It is one of the most... uncomfortable episodes. It seems silly at first, but then as they keep going and they're being controlled by these people,
right?
And then it's very unnerving to see Spock laugh because Nimoy was just great at it. But when they started doing it and they had this control over it, it's just so unnerving. And plus, that's the first episode where you had, it was Kirk and Uhura. They kissed,
right.
And that was a big deal.
That was a pivotal episode.
Yeah.
Was it the first time?
Yeah, it was the first time
that
television.
You saw like a mixed
Yes, it was.
Couple?
There was so many firsts with just that one scene and one episode that it changed our world.
She's still going strong too, man. She's
I
see her I see pictures of her at cons all the time.
My partner just posted a picture last night of a picture with Speak of the Devil, Here He Comes, of her in Kansas City.
Yeah, it was Kansas City. That was it.
She'll be in Arkansas at the end of this month too. We'll be at SpotCon at Hot Springs there too.
Yes, that's correct.
So,
that's
real quick,
cool she's still doing it.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to give my announcement now?
No, not yet.
My Star Trek thing. Okay. Oh, yeah. I always like TNG. My friends as kids, we used to battle each other like we were the Borg, and
that's a lot of Borg coming at you. You're gonna run from it anyway.
We take over the whole playground. It was a lot of fun, and that was way before I understood like the nuances of it. I mean, I was a kid when this came out. I mean, it started a year before I was born.
I feel like that's better.
Yeah. But it was just about the kind of space battles. All my friends loved it, so I started watching it, and that's how I've always loved Star Trek.
Brittany.
Pass. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan. I watch it with Knight a lot when he goes on his little tangents. I don't know. It's
a good tangent though.
Yeah, no, it is. Like I like Picard. I guess I like him a lot, but as far as like a specific moment,
it's your favorite nothing, anything. Because like I say, I'm glazing past this because as much as we appreciate them, we got a lot to cover today.
Sorry, Star Trek people. I'm gonna get hate mail now.
Sandy.
Send you one right now.
That's the world we live in.
My favorite series would be The Next Generation, but my favorite episode is actually from the original Star Trek, and it's The Trouble with Tribbles.
Oh, well, yes.
Because I just love it.
Actually, also a very, very iconic episode. People still talk about it to this day. Keith.
What's the question?
What's your favorite
Just
Star
Trek
Trek moment?
moment, episode, person, anything, real quick.
Best series, classic series. Nothing against all the other Berman shows, but I like the classic episodes. Space Seed, which way too many people have not seen, and more people probably have seen Wrath of Khan than have seen Space Seed. It really helps you to understand, and really pretty much Wrath of Khan, Into Darkness. And if you've never seen Space Seed, basically you complaining about Into Darkness and Khan makes you look real stupid.
It really does.
Yes, it does.
Actually, one of the things I enjoyed about the 50th anniversary was how everybody, when they were talking about Montalban, they kept saying that was his real chest. They were making a big deal. This man went all out to do this movie as well as that episode.
Actually, to do the episode for which they based his look on the movie on.
Right. I would say, for me, there was an episode of DS9 whose name literally just walked out of my head. It was Avery Brooks' first one to direct on DS9, where they all stepped out of character and stepped into the past. And he was trying to tell a story a lot more than what DS9 had done up to that point. And I'm not sure if you remember what I'm talking about.
I remember the episode. I just don't remember what
I
it was
can't
called
remember the name
either.
for anything now.
They go into the past, or
No, they all become fiction writers. Science fiction writers.
oh, dude, come on, that's Far Beyond the Stars.
Thank you. Far Beyond the Stars.
Of course,
Classic
Keith,
episode.
Keith, like,
That's who I'm looking at. Because I know he knows the name.
got it.
No, that's because that's my second favorite truck series, and
Like, got it.
it's all good.
Done.
So we're going to get right into it. Folks, if you haven't heard, I'm going to actually introduce them, and then I'm going to get to Brandon's big surprise. And we're going to start talking about some television. Joining us today are the people from American Wasteland Entertainment. They've got a lot of stuff they want to talk to us about. I'm very excited. I love having them on the show. I actually just got a message from their star that was supposed to be here. She said, "Sorry, I have a migraine." And
Oh, that sucks. I hope you feel better.
we hope we miss you, Dawn. Hope you feel better. So, Jason,
Yes.
you got a lot of stuff going on, brother.
I'm
Do you have time to watch television?
barely. I barely have time to pick my nose anymore. It's
Everybody's
very. Yeah. It's. Yeah. I definitely do keep busy. We have a lot of stuff going on. We have 2 shows in post now, and are just busy trying to get money raised for one of them, and just trying to get through editing on the other ones. So,
Yeah, Donna's actually in both.
indeed,
series.
I know.
she is.
She plays Nicole's mom in Strange Happenings, and then she's our lead in Barker Hole.
That's why I've
She's
mentioned her so much.
She's so talented.
Yes.
She's a very multi-talented person.
I've spent the last 2 weeks doing fight choreography with like 16 different actors in Springfield, and all of them have worked and say how wonderful she is. So.
She is.
She's fantastic.
fabulous. And she's so funny.
Yes, she
God,
is.
she's so funny. She's a great lady.
So, Brandon,
Yes.
our con god,
Uh-huh.
you have so many cons coming up.
You need a shirt
yeah.
that says that.
I do. I should.
He does. I love that shirt. Actually,
We're going to coin the phrase. American Wasteland just coined that phrase. We'll sell them for you.
There we go.
Yeah.
and you have so
Sign
much
it right now.
coming up with your own con.
Oh yeah.
And I can't. We get to make this announcement. I'm so happy. Go.
Well,
I get to meet the guy.
we just got to break that. We got an actor from The Flash.
Whoop.
John Wesley Shipp plays Barry Allen's father, Henry Allen, as well as Jay Garrick from Earth 3 in the Flash series. He is also the 90s Flash from the original Flash TV
Which
show.
is the coolest
You mean the
part.
original Flash?
The original
Coolest
Flash.
part.
He's also the dad in Dawson's Creek.
That's right.
He's a dad.
The Dawson.
I'll date myself.
He's my favorite TV dad to date, especially the episodes he's had with Barry. Has been
He's my favorite Flash to date.
just been great. Yeah, we're really looking forward to him. He's supposed to be on the new season of Legends Tomorrow as well as Jay Garrick, and we're just really excited to see what else.
We'll see if that's
We got rid of Vandal Savage, so I'm hoping that.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
haven't watched the last few episodes yet.
Sorry.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, if you're like
Gosh,
way
dang it.
behind.
Our stupid DVR missed an episode, so we didn't want to skip that episode because it was the Jonah Hex episode, and I really want to watch it.
No, you don't want to miss that episode. That was actually the only worthwhile episode at all.
Gosh, dang
It's alright.
Was it?
It was cool that they
I
brought in Jonah
like
Hex.
this series, you guys.
I do too. That's why I didn't want to. But that's okay.
So,
That's okay.
let's
It's my
talk.
fault.
So let's talk some television. Let's just jump right into it. There are so many shows returning, so many cliffhangers. Some of which were good, some of them were like, eh. So the first thing I pose while we're talking about it, because we're going to be talking about TV for a while. Anybody got a favorite cliffhanger that's got this that you're just so waiting for?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
I mean, I know it's like 50% of people were just super pissed off about it, and then the other 50%.
How is that even possible?
It
If
doesn't
you're
bother
this
me.
far into the show now, how can you be mad at them for what they do? You should be used to it by now.
I think people are angry because a lot of people are assuming it's going to end up being Glenn, so a lot of people are kind of mad because it's like 6 times now they faked you out.
Right.
So I'm thinking that maybe that's why some people are angry, but I'm super excited because, I mean, we're going to get Negan at his full force, and I don't know, I think it's the one that has been probably the most talked about, like, in the longest, like, it's still trending on Facebook right now, like, I looked at it the other day, or 2 days ago, and it's still one of the top trending.
Well, especially now that the premiere is going to be starting next month, too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh. It's so, God, it's going to be great.
Brandon.
I am a huge Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, and I just kind of want to see who is the new director.
Right.
Because not seeing Coulson at the head, I think, is going to be probably the better thing they could do for the show, just because I like the actor doing his own thing instead of being the big boss guy. So I want to see more field agent Coulson than I do director Coulson.
Okay, I
Is
understand that.
Ghost Rider coming too?
Ghost Rider is coming.
Yes. It's a newer
That's
version,
exciting.
though.
The Robbie Reyes version.
Yeah.
Not upset about it yet.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh.
For the man who barely has time to watch television.
Ash versus Evil Dead. That cliffhanger, if you want to call it that, was hilarious to me. Because it was something that he would totally do. And
Right.
so I'm looking forward to the first episode of the second season because I just picture him like all hell's breaking loose around him and he's just still trying to drink a beer and ignore all of it.
It's like
It's not there,
It's
not happening. But then he's going to have to be forced into it and he's not going to like it. And plus, I guess that Ash's father is supposed to finally be in it and stuff
Right.
too. And so that's going to be fun to see that dynamic.
Keith.
Oh, man. There were a lot of really good cliffhangers that I thought, for me, personally, it would have to be Gotham. I've been surprised at how amazing that show has developed and followed very, very closely by Lucifer, because Lucifer has developed into a show that, while I didn't like how they were doing the last half of the season, overall, I am more impressed with that show than I ever thought I would be. And I just thought it was amazing.
Gotham still shocks me. Still shocks me.
It is, what they've got planned is cool. I'm just not a big fan of certain characters that they're talking about returning.
Right.
Like who? Who are you?
Oh, you know who I'm leaning towards.
Is it Jeremiah?
Yeah, whatever
Or
his name
Jerome?
is.
No,
Yeah, Jerome. I
I think
hated
it's
that
Jerome.
character.
I could have
hate
sworn
that
he killed
character.
him.
You did, man.
I hated that character.
That actor.
He's a
was
good
so-
actor, but I hate that
I could
character.
have sworn
Really?
they killed him. Like, for real. I thought that was dumb.
Well, Fish Mooney was killed too.
Yeah,
She
they
came
did.
back.
Well,